Multi-stream. Oh, hello.
Hello there.
Yes. Very impressive. Very impressive.
I'm a statue. What do you mean?
Sound give me an emote so I can stay. One day I'll have an emote. This year I'll get an emote. You'll see. You'll see. It's in the works. It's in the works.
I actually know what your emote should be, more or less.
What should my emote be? What should it be?
The drone, obviously.
Yes. Yes, it's gonna be the drone, 100%. It's gonna be a drone with a mask. With a mask. It's gonna be a thief drone. It's gonna be amazing.
A torch. Why a torch?
Because I'm light, I guess. Awful, awful. Also, these people are... Okay.
Huh?
Hold on. There are people dancing over the corpse. Oh, there's two now.
Yeah, there are two.
Oh, no. So, since you haven't tuned into many of these, Sounder, this guy here in the white, he's been dead, lying down here for like 2, maybe 3 months.
Yeah, he's called Tank Program, and he's always here.
He's always here. He's always dead on the floor. But it looks like someone joined him today.
Yeah.
Someone is keeping him company.
Also, the guy is actually like dedicated to his craft, and like when there are like seasonal events, he changes clothes to like fit.
Yes. Yeah, in December for Christmas, he was dead, but he was dressed up as Santa.
Yeah, he was a dead Santa instead.
It was great.
This guy is really like dedicated to his craft.
He is. Just like this girl here. There's a weird story behind what happened here. For the longest time she was alive, but she was always sitting on the bench. And then there was like a murder, and then there was like an investigation, and then there were like all these people, and then like the section was warded off, and now she's
so dead now.
She is.
Like she used to sit on that bench and like pet everyone who would pass by, but then the Mughals killed her, and they said Mu, which is the name of her clan or whatever you want to call it, and she's dead. She's just dead.
Yeah. It's sad.
See, Limsa is great because there are like Limsa just creates all these like stories. Like when you go to another server, like in the same place, there's the Jade Police who investigates everything.
Yep. There's the Jade story quality 110%. Yo, there's a lot of like it's RP. I guess.
Yeah, it's
like,
solid RP.
This is
like people are taking this seriously here. There are actual RP people here as well, like especially on this corner, like right next to the goblin. There are often like actual like RP people standing there, like cosplaying like as characters from the game.
Yeah. So we have to do our quick sweep around Limsa. So this is one of the major. I don't know how familiar you are with MMOs, Sounder, but this is one of the major cities. There's always. Oh, hello. She's looking at me.
She's always
when you look at
you.
someone. Yeah, good.
The NPCs always look at you when you pass them by. That's a thing.
Yeah.
It's really awkward sometimes.
Let's do a quick sweep.
Okay.
Of the populace right now. What's happening? Oh my god, what?
Oh, that's a nice...
That's okay.
This is a nice jacket, by the way. Look at this one. Look at this jacket. Oh my.
Hold on. Oh yeah. Very modern.
Yeah, it's fancy.
I don't know what happened to this guy on the ground, but we're all just kind of looking at him right now. Oh.
Huh? Are they investigating?
Last time I played MMO was to make Chocobo on PS2. What? Is that Final Fantasy 11? Oh my god.
I offered the
This
guy
little.
a moment of silence.
Look, this little frog with the staff.
There he is. And it's turning away from me, so I can't look at it. This is a little frog with stuff.
Got a little lalafel here with a giant sword. Oh my god, it's 2 lalafels. Hello.
Oh. Okay.
What else do we have here? But yeah, it's not. There's not a lot of people on right now. It's pretty early in the morning.
Yeah, something to keep in mind is this is an American server, so like most people are asleep.
Yeah. Very often, like in the evenings in American time, like there's people here like playing music and like dancing and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like full of people who are like people are like keep loading in. Like as you stand here, like you just see more people loading in. That's how many players there are.
Yeah. Okay, but enough about that. We have things to do. We have a lot to do. We have to go to Western Anosia Airport. So, I guess to catch you up, a lot has happened in the story. A lot. There's been a lot of story progression. That we've been introduced to all these characters, and a lot's been happening. At the moment, we are at the end of the base vanilla game. We haven't touched any of the expansions yet. So the base game was 1 to 50. So right now we're doing like level 50 post game content. Before we move on to like beyond that, which is like level 60 stuff, and then after that there's like more and more expansions. So yeah, that's what we're doing at the moment. I can't go and explain everything that's happened. A lot has happened. All the VODs are on Twitch. Most of the VODs are on Twitch if you want to check them out. It's very anime, or some of it is very anime. Like there's a lot of nonsense.
Oh yeah, the Manderville quest is just... The Manderville quest is the... I call it the distilled essence of Japanese culture.
Yep. You get introduced to a guy who's like meditating under like a waterfall, and then you have to like give him a massage, and then things get really weird and really intimate.
You have to oil him as he's naked.
Yes. You have to oil him. You have to oil him up and all this stuff, and things get very, very, very intense. And I a lot. Yep. Okay, all right. Well, we have to speak with this lady here. So yesterday we streamed and we did we killed a siren, and she wants to know about it. Diamanda would hear tidings of your battle with the siren.
So it is true that you triumphed over the siren. Words cannot express my gratitude. My only regret is that my dear brother could not be here today to hear that our father's death has been avenged. He set sail with his crew 3 years past, you see, and has yet to return to shore. But I hold out hope that his ship shall come sailing into harbor any day now. And on that day I shall be the first to share with him the news of your triumph. In the meanwhile, however, we can finally press on with the restoration of Pharaoh Sirius. I must get to work at once. I would be much in your debt if you could inform Master Mimidoa that the coast is clear for us to begin. I just wanted to ask, like, considering that this is like medieval-ish world, did they have like estimates of how long they're gonna be in the sea, or was it like, oh yeah, maybe one day they will return?
They should have estimates. I think he's dead.
Okay.
I don't know what she's waiting for.
Just wanted to confirm that.
Why so serious? We are going...
Oh yeah, the localization team loves pants. That's also a thing.
It does. They do. Mimidoa. done it. Sent the bloody siren screeching and screeching
Shrieking.
to the shrieking. There we go. To the murky depths, what she came. You've done us all a great service today, lad. If you wouldn't mind, regale old Mimidoa's ears with a tale of the foul wench's last song. What's that? You had to fend off a ghostly crew wearing the sea-sodden duds of Maelstrom's men. 'Tis as I feared. The poor lass. My heart goes out to her. 'Twas 3 years to the day, give or take a moon. A crew of Maelstrom's finest set sail on a routine patrol, but ain't nothing routine in these parts. And they'd not returned to shore. Rumors spread quick like that it had been a siren's song what led the vessel to a watery grave. Maelstrom Command jumped to quiet the talk. All tidings were already too easy to come by in those days, after the calamity. But those of us in the know, we knew. Like father, like son. Lad, promise this old sod, you spare poor Diamanda the truth. Oh no. Lass has already suffered more than her share. I thought it was obvious though. Oh god, she was here! she was listening. Diamanda!
This guy is not very perceptive. I mean, we knew that he like stuffs his ears so he wouldn't hear anything from the siren, so he probably is not very observant of his surroundings. This cannot be. My brother is still alive at the sea. The search effort continues. Master Mimidoa, you yourself have told me the same.
Forgive me, Missy. I never meant to deceive. The Maelstrom made me swear a vow, you see, that I'd keep the truth buried deep and... Bugger me, Val. And bugger me. The truth is, this scurvy coward just couldn't summon the nerve to tell you the truth. Diamanda, can you ever forgive a sorry old sod?
There is no need for forgiveness, Master Mimidoa, for the true coward is me. In my heart, I have always known. These adventurous deeds and your words have finally given me the courage to face the truth. I am a woman grown. The time for clinging to childish dreams has passed. I must look to the future. My smithing skills are still wanting, but I will not falter from the task. Pharaoh Sirius will burn bright once more, a beacon of hope in the darkest of nights. The fell song of the sea have claimed their last victim. I shall see to it with my own 2 hands.
Strong words, lass. You'll not forget 'em when your paws are all bloody and blistery.
My hands? Why, I'll catch my hammer with my teeth if need be. Father, brother, do you hear me? Your deaths will not be in vain. Quality encouragement.
Yeah. Go get him.
Exactly, that's literally go get that pose.
It was very out of place for what just happened.
It was like, oh, this is this emotional story. Yeah, you go, girl. Oh yeah, as a reminder, because Sauda wasn't following this story, Mimidoa is known for hitting on every girl he finds, so...
Yeah.
It just
that
adds
old
to his
man
character.
It's very Japanese. That old Alafu that you just saw is a massive pervert.
Oh yeah, Sauda, speaking of which, just to show you a bit of the story, the Lapras for some reason are very horny here. We don't know why,
Yeah.
but these little kid-like creatures are very horny.
Yeah, Lalafels are the small humanoids.
I guess
They're like gnomes, I guess.
Yeah, they're gnomes. I guess the closest is a gnome.
Yeah. Aye. Okay. So
hi, Phoenix.
where are we? Oh, Phoenix is here.
He's in my chat. He asked why
Hello,
so
Phoenix.
serial.
God damn it. Ask Phoenix if he's gonna jump on and if he has time to play or if he has class.
He said in Discord that he won't be available.
Ooh, okay.
Time to call Kata.
Oh god.
Time to call our replacement tank.
Aye. Okay. So, what do we have to do next? We could do the Mandeville man, I guess.
We could.
I'm not.
You're not ready, but we could.
I'm not.
I mean, who is ready?
I don't know if I wanna. I don't know if I want to do a quest. Sorry, a dungeon without like a proper team.
That's why I'm asking Kata, because Kata is also a tank.
Yeah.
Because I know that because Soko is more like healer and stuff, but Kata is tank.
Soko can tank if he wants to, but
I don't know if he tanks normally. And like I know that for Soko specifically, like dungeons are not like his main thing, to put it that way. Although it's low level stuff for him, so meh.
Yeah. We'll see. All right. We have to speak to the Mandeville man.
Oh god, are we doing that quest?
Yeah. It's either that or we do the postman thing, but we'll do this.
We could do the postman first.
Nah. Jump
Okay,
on.
fine. So Saldo, you're in for a treat. I hope you got your favorite beverage with you, because you will need it.
Oh god. I'm not ready.
Nobody's ready, let's be honest.
Oh god.
This is by far the most crazy quest we've seen so far. And
Yep.
and I'm saying that after we did quest for zombies. Okay?
That was my favorite, I'll be honest. The zombie quests. Which, to be fair, is linked kind of to this guy.
It kinda is, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait, so it's a short summary. What happened here specifically, other than the fact that this guy Hildebrand is a completely incompetent detective, but hey. This little girl that is called Maria had a vase that she was carrying for her, I think this is her mother. And it was like super expensive and stuff, but because she was being chased by something, she was attacked by something and she dropped the vase, so it broke. So then Hildebrand, being the great gentleman that he is, decided to help this little girl and put the vase together. We found the vase, the pieces of the vase, and then he was like, this is a lot of damage, there's only one person who can do it, who can fix it. So we then went on a quest to find the one person who can fix it, who turned out to be the naked man.
Yes.
There's a lot of story there that I won't summarize. But the thing is, we put the vase together, but then the guy was like, well, this vase is too boring, and he just made a completely new design. And now we hand it in and see what happens.
I can read up until now. A half-naked Highlander answers your summons and announces himself as Godbert, the goldsmith. As he ponders how you came to learn the Mandeville, he and Hildebrand lock eyes momentarily, causing the inspector to inexplicably flee the scene. That was Hildebrand. He fled. All is explained after Godbert catches up to Hildebrand. Though, as the goldsmith proceeds to berate his son in front of all present, brushing aside his father's legitimate complaints, Hildebrand convinces Godbert to reconstruct the shattered vase. Though the results are less than ideal, perhaps Lady Drilda will be satisfied. Return to Vesper Bay so that Maria, can present the vase to her mother. Right.
So Kata is asking what we're playing today.
Tell her we're going to do level 50 hard modes. Okay, when you're ready, you can start.
Okay.
You can speak to Maria.
I hope she likes it. Mother, I brought you the vase. By the gods, have you all no shame? How dare you make my daughter complicit in your chicanery? I don't know where you found this gaudy trash, but it bears no resemblance whatsoever to the vase I purchased. Oh fuck, I don't remember the voices I did. Now see here, Lady Durilda. Not only did you send Maria to fetch your priceless vase alone, placing her in considerable danger should bandits or wild beasts attack, which they did, but... This is a Godbird, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Gaudy trash?
Lord Manderville, sir, I didn't realize you had arrived. Fucking hell. I'm face palming.
Still you.
For a moment,
at least he has clothes on.
I know, right? But for a moment, like when they showed it, for a moment, I had this glimpse of hope that he actually has something on. Nope.
He does.
Nope.
He does.
Nope. Though I know it is nothing compared to the lavish accommodation an esteemed gentleman such as yourself must enjoy, I pray my humble abode meets you with your satisfaction.
Oh, it does, my lady. It does indeed. Especially that exquisite vase over yonder. Although, I gather from your previous comments that you do not like my reconstruction.
Your reconstruction? Oh, I don't like it. I love it. I would go so far as to call it the new centerpiece of my Thorn Dynasty collection.
Oh god. Hello, Vivid. Thank you for the raid.
Vivid, this is not the right moment to raid, really, unless you want to break your brain.
I hope you enjoyed your ladder stream, question mark. I hope you enjoyed your stream in general.
Yes.
I hope you had a good time.
So
welcome.
If you want a quick summary of what's happening, then go like 10 minutes past as we do it. But as a quick summary, this quest is the essence of Japanese culture. That's all I'm saying.
What is that guy wearing? Almost nothing.
Yeah, what is he wearing? That's a very good question.
What a relief. I would have been most distressed had you said otherwise. We Mandervilles do so take pride in our work and ever strive for professional perfection. Oh, but why am I repeating what my son Hildebrand doubtless told you when he offered to investigate the duelist's threats? Enough expository banter, I say.
I cannot recall if your son used those precise words, but I do remember thinking that his help would be most welcome. You will be helping us, Inspector Hildebrand, will you not?
Damn straight.
Wait a minute. Your father is Lord Godbert Manderville, the man who took on the Quiveron's seat on the Syndicate.
It appears there have been a great many developments over the past 10 years, of which I was completely unaware. For those wondering, this guy here was dead for 10 years.
Yes, he was dead for 10 years, and he thought he was a zombie, but he was actually alive.
He thought he was a zombie.
So I like the question, is he the KFC guy? Yes.
In any case, we must redirect our energies towards the investigation of the thieving duelist. Our first order of business will be to review all the facts with consenting Inspector Biardian. Who do we...
But yeah, this guy is the father of this guy, and this guy is... he thinks he's a great detective.
Mm-hmm.
That's a summary. That's all you need to know right now. If you want to break your brain, go a few streams back to see what happened.
I see it. Why are you still here? Allow me to elucidate. Lady Durilda has asked that we assist with the investigation. Now, kindly share with us all your information. Fine. Our plans have advanced to a stage that even you couldn't ruin them anyway. I commissioned several reproductions of the Treaty Blade through a merchant named Jojonpa, who traffics in counterfeit antiques. These blades have been delivered to the Observatorium, where they are being distributed amongst Lady Gerilda's sellswords. Once I give the order, they will transport them via alternate routes to Vesper Bay.
Oh, I think I get it. You're hiding the real transport with a bunch of decoys, right?
They're all decoys. The moment the thief strikes, all our forces will converge on his location, including those disguised as smallfolk along each route. The real treaty blade will remain in the original owner's vault until the thief has been apprehended. Everything has been accounted for. You are superfluous. Oh my.
Yes.
God, what's about to happen?
The guy just sighs, like...
Mayhap we could use more small folk to watch the roads in and out of the observatorium, assuming you have the capacity to conduct yourself in an unassuming fashion. Fear not, my fellow inspector, for I am a master of disguise. Have you any information regarding the duelist himself? A description?
You never thought to ask Humphrey, did you? The thief is said to be a towering brute dressed in red who wields a halberd. Halberd, yes.
Ah, a man so garshly dressed should be easy to find in a snowy Corthus. Then I suppose we don't need your help after all, do we? Come or don't. I couldn't care less.
Be seeing you.
Enjoy dinner, Sounder.
That's the samurai guy.
Pray forgive my lateness. I can't remember what he sounded like.
He's that big guy, so I don't know.
Greg, my good man. What a pleasure to see you again. We just received new information regarding the weapon thief. A victim described him as a halberd-wielding brute, dressed in a ridiculous outfit. A ridiculous outfit. Oh, now I am intrigued. What reasons would a warrior have for wearing impractical clothing? What reasons indeed? It is enough to make a gentleman laugh. Oh boy.
I suspected that from the beginning, but my bet is that it's not actually him. He's just fitting the description.
Yeah. It's a red herring.
Or a red
Inspector
crab.
Hildebrand. There you go. Would have you accompany him to Corthus. Allow me to summarize our current plan of action. Our destination is the observatorium, and our mission is to pose as goodly smallfolk, in accordance with Inspector Briardian's instructions. Naturally, should the situation demand improvisation, we are to disregard those instructions. Any questions? No? Then let us sally forth at once. To Corthus. So, for those wondering, we are currently hunting down a thief. There's a...
He's not a thief. He's a duelist.
He's a duelist.
He
is someone who is dueling people and claiming their weapons as like his prize.
Yes.
Just waiting for Kuro to show up.
I'm loading.
Hop on.
I like how you always turn the chocobo so I can hop on. Even though it doesn't matter.
That up there is the observatorium.
I have to say it's so convenient to have a 2-people chocobo, so it can just take me places.
Okay. Hail to thee, fellow servant of justice. I take it you are one of the many tasked with transporting the counterfeit treaty blade. Clearly you've mistaken me for someone else, sir. At ease, Sergeant. They're with us, more small folk. Keep an eye on them, or else. But, sir, God damn it. Don't you bloody move until I get back.
Oh, they're gonna move.
I say, is this land always so inhospitable? The biting winds, the endless snows. He has a green chicken, by the way.
Yes, he has a green chicken.
It's amazing. Mayhap keeping active will help me stay warm. Oh, and should I chance to find the thieving duelist, I will of course summon you, after administering the requisite beating. Haha. Good. You're still... Wasn't there someone else with you a moment ago? Ah, you speak of Greg. He ventured outside the gates mere moments before your arrival, full eager to catch the thief. As are we. Come, Nashul. We too must answer the call of duty. You look like you might actually be useful. Why don't you have a word with my man near the east gates? We are undermanned over there.
Oh boy.
Okay. To the east gates. Sellsword Watchman.
Wait, what are they doing?
They're looking. They're searching. Tell me when you're ready. You see that now? Just now? No? I don't think me eyes were playing tricks on me. But there's only one way to be sure. You, wait here.
Inspector, over there, look!
What is it, Nashul? Pray tell me what you see. Aha, I see you, demon bird. You will not escape me this time. Why, hello there, my friends. Is aught amiss? Oh, it's just Greg. I thought you might have spotted our thief. Come, Nashul. We have lingered here over long. You must egress, post haste. Is he looking for his chicken?
No, he's looking for the bird who stole his halberd.
Ah, true. There is naught out of the ordinary here either.
No luck,
I've scoured every ilm of this. It's in the background. We have scoured every ilm of this area to no avail. I could only conclude that, having learned that his opponent was to be the legendary Inspector Hildebrand, the duelist renounced his criminal ways and retreated into hiding.
Or perhaps he's waiting patiently outside the walls for more wagons to leave. That being said, should you decide to venture into the wilderness, you had best arm yourself with more than your wits.
I appreciate your concern, Miss Ellie, but a gentleman should abstain from violence unless absolutely necessary.
I'll fight for you, Inspector. I even found a weapon to use.
By the 12. Is that the self-same spear which propelled me to the Red Moon? Wherever did you find it?
It was buried in the snow.
Well, one cannot ignore the will of destiny. Return it to me, Nashu. Though I will still endeavor to avoid fisticuffs. I would be duly armed should worst come to worst. Now then, we begin our search for the duelist to the east of the observatorium. He is just chasing his chicken.
I'm glad we have Ellie in this pack, just so like she can comment how much out of it all of them are.
It's great. Oh.
Why is the Gobu shiny?
Oh, interesting.
What is?
Let's go to the destination. Also, hello, Gobu. Gobu. Wherefore art thou, my nefarious nemesis? 'Twas not the selfsame creature, but one of many. Nevertheless, I know that my weapon is close by. You sense it too, don't you? Caw-caw. You can smell it.
Why didn't we make a fire or something? The level of animation on this cutscene is just...
Greg, I've been meaning to ask, why do you covet this weapon so? If you but beheld it, you would understand. In some ways, it bore resemblance to a spear, but in other respects, it was quite different. It was crowned with a magnificent axe blade, to which was wielded a musket barrel. Uh-huh. 'Twas one of the first weapons I added to my collection after arriving in these lands. Ah, how I yearn to reclaim it. The strongest of spears. Oh, the chicken figured it out.
Quickly run!
That weapon of yours bears a striking resemblance to the strongest of spears. I claimed this weapon 5 years ago. Surely you can't be serious. You call me Shirley? No matter. Give it to me. Give it to me. The spear and I have traveled together to the very heavens. I will not relinquish it again. This spear and I have bested many a man together. I will not relinquish it again. Then we are at an impasse. Is this gonna keep going?
Yes. I can't believe I'm saying this, but well done, Inspector. Thanks to you, we've caught this weapon thief in the act.
Miss Ellie, you are grossly misreading our dispute. Greg is a good, honest man, who I'm certain has never stolen a weapon in his life. Indeed, I have not. Every weapon I have claimed was by rights mine. Each was a trophy for besting my opponent in single combat. I believe that constitutes a confession. Seize him. Confession to what? I've done naught wrong. Ah, you are all beyond reason. Not Greg. Ah, yes, my plan to secure Greg's confession was utterly flawless, and his capture will be the coup de grace. Well, my plan is thus far flawless. Griffin Crossing is still impossible. I know who you are, even if that imbecile doesn't. So let's not mince words. Only you have the skill to face the duelist in battle. Even so, your strength alone will likely not suffice. I suggest you muster what allies you can.
Is it a dungeon?
Dungeon? Question mark? Trial, maybe? Maybe trial. Okay, let's go. Huh. Oh no! What happened?
Yes. Guys, in case you wondered what I meant by the essence of Japanese culture, I meant this. This. I don't know why, but in Japanese games, like, the bats are a thing. Yes. There must be at least one person who just covers itself with its with their legs.
Nashu? Miss Ellie? Ah, my good man. It is a relief to hear your footfalls. As you have doubtless deduced, I was unable to prevent Greg from escaping through the doors. I must leave the rest to you.
Just gonna stay there, like that. Who cares?
Oh.
It's a nice bridge.
I appreciate this cinematic bridge.
I know, right? This is an eye candy for me. I love graphics.
Buenas noches, Máximo. Buenas noches. Or buenos días, I guess. Buenas.
I just see something stupid. I will not say that on stream.
It's Greg. Yes, it was I. Behind these doors the whole time. You took so long to arrive. I was getting worried you might have gotten lost. Long did I wonder what your role in this to play was. A silent guardian, content to watch events unfold with minimal interaction. At the last, I understand. We were fated to duel, you and I. Best me, and you may have the spear. Fail, and your weapons are forfeit. Fair terms, do you not think? I will even extend them to your allies. I grant you leave to summon others. After all, it will avail you no advantage. For Gilgamesh is an embiggening time. What?
Speak now.
He is very big. He's big. Wait, did he grow?
Yeah, he did. I like the disgust on our face. That was right. It was just right.
Yes, the epic battle on the bridge.
Of course. Should I switch to samurai? Because I have samurai class.
Battle on the big bridge. Hold on. I need to see. I need to check. How many people is this? Raids. Trials. Battle on the big bridge. Oh my god, 8 players. Wow. Wow. Oh my. God damn it. Kata didn't respond.
Yep.
Okay. Average wait time 9 minutes. That's fine. That's fine. Okay.
Are we doing the post quest then?
It is time to go be postman, yes. After the postman, we'll probably continue the main story quest, which is Venture Bay. It's to talk to Tatamaro. So we can do that after. Oh, it's night.
I sent a message. Huh?
It's nighttime.
Yeah.
It's a very fancy sphere in the dark. Okay. We have some mail to deliver.
Yes. Wait, do you see this guy? He's called Alzukif. It's like literally like as if you like just pulled your hand through the keyboard.
Oh, he has 2 quests. Let's do the top one. Caroline Memories.
That may be great, Daniel.
The deputy postmuggle has a smile on his face and a letter bearing a Gridanian address in his paw.
There you go.
Well, if it isn't my favorite assistant, back and eager as ever. As a reward for your zeal in your duties, I have what should prove to be a positively delightful task. I have a letter here addressed to Mother Mion of Gridania's Caroline canopy. I can just feel the warm rays of sun trickling down through the leaves, a piping hot cup of tea in my paw. I have half a mind to deliver the letter myself. But let it not be said that the deputy postmuggle keeps the more pleasing task for himself. No, the job is yours, and you need not so much as ask for it. Have a message carrying, Koppo.
Do we want to take both quests, or?
Yeah, we'll take both. Neither snow nor rain, nor heat nor gloom of night will stay the deputy postmuggle from unloading work on his subordinates.
Nice.
Brave. Well, look who's back. I'll give you 3 guesses. What I have in my paw, and the first 2 don't count. Koppa.
Nice.
Yes, a letter. However did you know? It's addressed to Momodi, the ever-charming proprietress at the quicksand in Uldar. Sounds like a pleasant enough assignment, wouldn't you say? But this is no ordinary letter. Oh no. Why, I've strained my eyes for any sign of the sender's name, but it is nowhere to be found. An anonymous epistle. Sounds like a task for my most capable assistant, Koppo. Okay. Gridania. Return.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh. I'm still loading.
we're here.
Uh-oh.
Yes, yeah, 40 seconds. Yeah, 40
Uh-oh.
seconds. Battle on the big bridge. I'm so excited. Ready?
Yeah, I mean, we're waiting for the other people.
Well, I didn't click commence yet, so you're waiting for me. Okay.
We're waiting for a healer.
Come towards the inn, so we're gonna be here anyway for Miss Meow. Sit.
Aww, one of the healers withdrawn.
It's okay, we can get another one.
We can get a better one.
Now, if Daunted was here, we would have been in.
I know, right? And then he would dance.
He would. Light party. Full party.
I said hello, but I'm watching it cutscene. Fucking chicken.
Beautiful. Yes. Let's go, team. Oh, do we have to kill the chicken as well?
I hope not.
Or do we get the chicken for killing it? Staying away from the chicken just in case.
Go on, Engineer. It's Toad, your favorite.
What the heck was that? Why is
It's
this?
a frog. Alucard, the frog. It's being chased by the chicken.
Fine, I admit it.
Why is this voice active?
Fighting all 8 of you is just too much for me.
Huh?
Not? Ha! I lied! Empathy! Why, I've been hurt! This is far from the strongest of fears. I feel so betrayed! Goodness gracious! I, just remembered something.
Oh, Jason.
Careful.
He's running away from us. Also, I'm pretty sure his voice actor is in JoJo.
I don't know, but I was so surprised to hear voice acting when the quest didn't have it.
I appreciate the voice acting.
No, I was just surprised. I was like, what?
Nice. He has more chickens.
Oh boy.
I must say, I quite enjoy these tussles. I feel we've gained an understanding. An understanding, and I will pound you silly! Aha!
I hope in the next one,
Rocket punch!
Hilda Blanchard is up.
Oh, there are like whirlpool thingies. Not whirlpool, tornadoes.
I'm confused.
Oh, there's more of them.
Rocket punch!
Uh-oh. I can move.
Yeah. It happened to me earlier. You have to wait it out. There's a timer on the top.
I think the chickens are good.
I won't go down so easily.
Ah,
Hey.
Well then.
His mouth just doesn't fit what he's saying.
probably wouldn't
That's
Japanese.
enough of a beating for now.
Oh, he left with the chicken.
I like that pose.
It's great.
See, this is like the most... Well, the party left, but whatever. See, this is the most, like, polished quest I think they had. It's arguably more polished than, like, main quests.
Alucard, this is the guy who got turned into a frog
Yeah,
in the first one.
yeah, he did.
There you go. Oh, we got automatically teleported here. Okay.
No,
Alright,
it's
let's
Hildebrand.
continue.
They pulled him out.
They did. Oh, look, and there are all the swords. Alone, yet still armed. In any case, he seemed satisfied with the halberd. We will proceed with the delivery.
Wait, that's it? Huh? How did they get all the
why?
other swords?
Greg, why? He said that he dropped everything else off, but he kept the spear.
Ah, okay.
I speak to Nashul.
Are you dead again, Inspector? Female.
Ellie.
How many swords did he drop while... Wait, doesn't that one look just like Eleazar's sword? But even to my untrained eye, this is obviously a counterfeit blade. And so is this one. And this one. What in the world?
What? What quest did we just get?
Did we get a quest?
We did. When I spoke to Briarden, we got a
Speak
quest.
to Durilda in Vesper Bay.
There we go. Vesper to the horizon.
You know we have tickets still, right?
To the horizon.
I'm gonna use a ticket. Or not.
You can just follow me.
Yeah, I mean... You ran over me.
Huh. There's also that quest there. I have to remember.
Which one?
The greatest story ever told.
Yeah,
It's only
I
3
I got the first part of that quest and I have no idea what to do. It's too hard. Like, I guess after first quest I will know better, like, what's the mechanics of it, but I don't understand it yet.
Brilda.
Ah, this is more magnificent than I imagined. It will make a fine addition to my collection. I thought they were gonna hug.
And with that, Our business is concluded. Cheers. I genuinely mean that in your case, by the way.
All's well that ends well, right, Inspector? Though it's a shame that Greg turned out to be the thief. There you are, Inspector Brereton. Why did you not wait for me at the docks?
Ah!
Huh? Oh, why was staring at me so? Oh, never mind that. Where is my treaty blade?
Time for the reaction shots.
But didn't we just give you that treaty blade?
Ooh. Disguise yourself as the client. Let the treaty blade come to you. Take advantage of an existing situation to distract us from the real crime. Brilliant.
The man in red never spoke of the treaty blade, only the halberd. Moreover, he always issued his challenge in person.
Dear gods, isn't it obvious? What is it like in your funny little brains? It must be so boring.
If the man in red did not send the challenge, then who did? Like
Oh,
because of course.
I like how everyone in a line dodged it.
I know, right? And everybody in their own style.
Yep.
I was about to say, how is this guy still alive with a fucking card in his forehead? But okay.
I believe this is addressed to me. Condescending Inspector Briardian. Piss off.
Like how he changes language. That's beautiful.
400 years have I slept. 1,000 faces do I wear. What is yours will be mine. I shall come to claim the Lapis Maiden's virtue. A many-faced phantom thief. Interesting.
The design and the wording are the same as before. The thief who stole the treaty blade sent this.
Very well. I,
Look at his
and I
face.
alone, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, once more accept your challenge.
And look at the face of the guy behind. It's like, no! Why?
Just like how he's still dancing in the background.
Mhm.
Beautiful. You want the challenge, huh? Stand and face me, you buffoon. The camera pan.
The guy's like, what? I'm not gonna laugh. I can't laugh. How dare you all laugh at a time like this, after allowing my precious treaty blade to be stolen? And you, Maria. Well, I suppose it is a little funny, isn't it? The two of them dashing to a pair of gentleman mummers. I can laugh, I don't know how to laugh. No, it's been far too long since we've seen a show. We should head into the city later, just you and me.
Not bad, Hildy, not bad at all. You are indeed a Mandeville man. Mark, my face, a phantom of many faces, for it is thee, the face of the... Complete. Quest complete.
Solid question mark on this one.
God, I love it. Look at that. The fiend dares lay claim to the fair maiden's virtue.
I'm delayed.
The seeds of jealousy quicken within an inspector's soul. Can true love bloom on this battlefield? Will this Mandeville man find his Mandeville wife?
What?
It's a trailer for the next section. The quest.
Shaking my head.
What's your line next?
Hey, what's with the goggles that those men were wearing? They look special. Maybe if I ask nicely, they'll give me a pair. I guess we'll find out next time.
Okay. Let's speak to Ellie. Ellie has put her skills as a reporter to good use. The maiden.
Ah, there you are. I've been doing some investigating of my own since we last parted. I believe I found our Lapis maiden. The girl's name is Arabella, daughter of one Master Guguremu, a prominent member of the East Aldenar Trading Company. Her eyes and hair a most... what?
Exceptional.
Her eyes and hair a most exceptional shade of blue. Her beauty is the talk of the Sultanate. Her purported beauty, I should say. You see, none have actually seen the girl in the flesh. Apparently her father is the overprotective sort. Some say that the maiden has never set foot outside the family's well-guarded estate. But all this is about to change. Rumor has it that the girl is to be wed, and not just to anyone, mind you, to the heir of the Bulgari consortium. The formal announcement is set to be made at the commemorative feast to be jointly hosted by the two family businesses. The venue is Costa del Sol, where the preparations are going on as we speak. Word on the street is that the bride-to-be will be making a rare public appearance. It is here that the thief intends to strike. I couldn't be more certain of it. Piqued your interest, have I? My sources tell me that the bride's father is already in Costa del Sol overseeing the preparations. This is one scoop I'm not going to miss, and you're welcome to come along.
To Costa del Sol. I see you're getting ready for the beach.
Yes. Look, I was started looking into this when we were doing all the Costa del Sol quests.
Uh,
Look, there's not gonna be fighting in this quest, let's be honest.
Am I blind? Oh no, I need to switch after this. Yeah. I need to be my archer.
I am an archer. Can't you see?
You're not one of my associates. This banquet is for the invited guests only. If you have no business here, be on your way at once.
Beg pardon, good sir. My name is Ellie, reporter of the FFXIV. If I might have just a moment of...
Yes. That two-gill sensationalist rag. I have read your tiresome screed about the self-styled Phantom Thief and his letter of challenge. If you have come to tell me my daughter's in danger, I can assure you that your concern is entirely unwarranted. I have not kept my Abrela safe to this day to see her whisked away from me by some fly-by-night rogue. I have spared no expense in securing the best protection that money can buy. Oh. Oh. Can they even see?
Are they wearing like hockey clubs? That's what it looks like.
The brass blades of Gebeda, an elite unit of the most lethal sellswordsmen in the Sultanate. They say one of them once caused a man's heart to burst just by looking at him askance. The moment they set eyes on the would-be thief will be his last.
That's
If the thief is obliging enough to allow himself to be seen, or do those goggles serve some purpose other than making the wearer look utterly ridiculous?
because he's our fight.
Consulting Inspector Briardian, your reputation precedes you. And what, pray tell, would you propose? I've promised some of the wealthiest men in the realm that my daughter will be attending the festivities. Renege? On my word, would have dire implications to the family trade. My proposal is a simple one. Entrust the investigation to me. The thief will be in shackles before the banquet commences, and it will cost you not a whit of your precious skill. Very well. Let us see if your reputation is deserved. But consider yourself warned. Greater fortunes than you will ever know hinge upon this banquet. I will not tolerate any disturbances.
Look at the background, there's Hildebrand.
I know, it's there.
Such touching concern for his coin purse. If only he could master the same for his daughter. But do tell, Inspector. After he slipped under our noses the last time, what makes you so confident that you can catch our thief this time around?
Our man may boast 1,000 faces, but he has but a single modus operandi. It is painfully obvious. A letter of challenge, a precious treasure whisked away from its rightful owner in broad light of day. This tells me that our thief is an attentive seeker, with supreme confidence in his abilities. Doubtless, he means to target the maiden using the same methods he used to abscond the treaty blade. Even now, the fiend is in our midst, having assumed the identity of someone who will be in close proximity to Miss Abrela at the feast. I have already narrowed the field. Abrela's betrothed, Vanes, would be an obvious target for our thief. So too would be his father, Morgant. Yatonolto and his wife, Sainana, the guest of honor, will give a toast to the couple's happiness. Both will be standing close to the stage where the bride-to-be is set to appear. Needless to say, we cannot rule out Guguremu himself. Finally, we have Leonhardt, a steward of Georemu's estate, and Miss Abrella's personal attendant. All the key players, save for the Lapis Maiden herself, have assembled in Cosa del Sol. Doubtless, the Phantom Thief lurks among them, his face concealed, gathering information and planning his course of attack.
Have you noticed how they have these smiles, just like they can't stop smiling?
Yeah, they're happy people.
They can't even speak.
I mean, they're drinking with Hildebrand.
Good point.
We will begin our questioning of the suspects immediately. Should you encounter any suspicious individuals, you have to report back to me at once. Nani? I like how everyone's clapping. Hildebrand Mandeville. I could smell the stench of idiocy and incompetence from a mile away. The pleasure is all mine. Contriving Inspector Brandian. Forgive me for not revealing myself sooner. I was simply conducting a bit of preliminary undercover investigative work.
That's why he has a red suit instead of a black one.
Yet, to see through my ingenious disguise with such ease. Yes, I dare say your powers of observation rival even my own. Fear not, friends. I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, have arrived to defend the maiden's honor, as only a Mandeville man can.
Does realize this is a fish on his head, doesn't he?
Good inspector. I realize you have not seen Itemonical in the past. But a fair maiden's virtue, mayhap her very life, is at stake. From one gentleman to another, let us put aside our differences. Yes, I would welcome your assistance in this case. Me? Assist you? You're a funny man. Oh, it makes no matter. My plan is so flawless that not even your bungling can interfere this time. If you wish to assist me, then you may do so by keeping watch over the suspects. In the meantime, I have a promising lead to investigate. I shall return before the banquet begins. While I know this may be asking much, do try not to do anything too stupid in my absence, will you? I will speak with you, but not here. I'll be waiting for you outside Costa del Sol. Come quickly, for we do not have the luxury of time. Let's speak to Hildebrand.
Doesn't have fish on his head anymore.
He also changed. It is not by fate's whimsy that we have been reunited here today, friend. You were destined to be by my side as I apprehend the fiend and defend the fair maiden's virtue.
What does Nashua have to say? Nothing.
What
does Ellie have to say? Inspector Briarden seems to have taken a liking to you. You should be proud. As you can see by his treatment of someone we know, the man doesn't suffer fools lightly. Oh, he's here. Little here. Okay.
You've come. Excellent. With that buffoon suitably distracted, we can get to more important matters. But before we proceed, what might I call you? An unremarkable name, but it will suffice. Now, answer me this, Light.
Excuse me, I'm the only Mielikka in this world.
You were there when the Phantom Thief, in the guise of Lady Durilda, stole off with the treaty blade. Was there anything about our foe's disguise that struck you as particularly noteworthy? I don't remember the perfect mannerisms.
I don't either. She
I'll
didn't
just
say
do
anything.
The appearance.
Yeah, she didn't say anything. Yeah, but like she didn't like contribute to the conversation is what I mean.
Sure. Identical appearance. We'll just go with that. Safe. The obvious answer. And yet all too many. A certain self-styled gentleman comes to mind. Could not recognize a clue if it hit them upside the face. Your observation is astute. A thorough inspection of the marks left behind at the scene revealed a tiny prism sewn into the fabric. It is this stone that allows him to change appearances at will. Clearly, our man is no ordinary thief. Magics far outside the grasp of common folk are at his disposal. This, in itself, gives us insight into his identity and his ways. And yet, this is not what caught my eye. No. From movements to mannerisms to that utterly obnoxious personality, the thief did not merely look like Lady Durilda, he was her. Such a feat could not be accomplished by magical trickery alone. We are dealing with a clever and thorough criminal, not content to rely on his ample powers of disguise. He studies his targets closely before assuming their identities. He emulates them utterly and completely. That is not even their closest friends or family could detect that aught is amiss. All the key players arrived at Costa del Sol 3 days ago, when preparations for the banquet began. This would afford our thief more than enough time to study his would-be target. And yet, some disguises are more challenging than others. Put yourself in the mind of our Phantom Light. If you were the thief, whose identity would you first assume? One of the guests. I wouldn't be a brass blade. That's too... Yeah. Like, a brass blade wouldn't get special treatments or anything. They're just guards. Like, it's not fancy enough. So I'm going with one of the guests. You are muted, Kuro.
I picked the answer you said, but I said that I would pick a brass blade because nobody remembers their faces. Like they're no one. They don't have names.
That's too boring for this kind of person, though.
I guess
they want to show off. Yeah. Like a brass blade is a nobody.
Look at the answer, because I already see the answer.
One of the guests. Would he? The guests are well acquainted with each other. One misstep, and the thief's cover would be blown. No, there is a more logical first target. One that would afford him the opportunity to gather the knowledge he needs, and at less risk. Yes. One of the brass blades of the Gerbera.
He has the same thinking.
I think he's going to be wrong.
Maybe.
Strong in number, few of words, able to come and go as they please. A fearsome reputation to scare away any who would draw near enough to realize something was amiss. An ideal entry into Costa del Sol for our man. Deducing as much, I made a point to question brass blades in the area. Little to my surprise, I learned that there was one man who had not been seen at his favorite alehouse for 3 days past. Our thief has not made a habit of wanton murder. Doubtless the poor man is lying naked in a ditch not far from here. In addition to the general security duties, each of the blades has been assigned to serve as a bodyguard for one or more of the guests. If the man can tell us of his assigned charge, like as not, his answer will reveal the current identity of our thief. Our thief would not have had the time to carry the unconscious man afar. I will canvass the immediate area. you begin your search on the outskirts of Costa del Sol. You are looking for the body.
Not the body. The guy is still alive. Assuming he's right.
Uh-huh.
Crab raid.
Hello, crabs. He's alive.
There you go.
He's naked. Excellent. You are one of the less competent assistants I have worked with. Incompetent, I should have said. Thank the gods. Please free me from these chains before the snippers eat me alive. There. Now, tell me all that you can remember about what happened to you, and try to be brief. We just arrived in Costa del Sol, had a briefing of sorts. Master Guguremu gave us each our orders, who would be looking after and the like. Had a mind to tour the area, get my bearings. Next thing I knew, I felt a thwack on the back of my head. And I came to, here I was, stripped to my skivvies. Much to the charging of those of us who have to look at you. You say you received orders from Master Guguremu. Who was to be your charge? My memory is hazy, but one was Morgant, father of the groom. The other was a Lalafel, Jans from Limsa. Yalto Nolto. Now try your best to remember. Were there any other guests with whom you were ordered to interact? Come to think of it, yes. There was also the steward, Leonhardt. I was to review with him the schedules of events, discuss the protection of key supplies, that sort of thing. Morgant, Galtonolto, and Leonhardt. Thank you. For an incompetent fool, your testimony has proved astonishingly enlightening. I shall see this man back to the city, and into the possession... I just sneezed. Into the possession of some new clothes. After which I shall return to Costa del Sol to continue the investigation. Go ahead of me, and for the love of gods, just make sure the imbecile doesn't cause too much trouble in my absence.
See, the big brain play would be if this guy we just interviewed was actually the imposter.
Jump on.
I'm on.
There you are, friend. And not a moment too soon, for I was about to commence my investigation in earnest. Tell me, did your and Inspector Briardien's avenue of inquiry bear fruit? Morgant, Yalto Nolto, and the steward of Loneheart, you say? This does not surprise me. Yes, I had considered them all exceptionally suspicious from the start. With the Lapis Maiden in danger, we cannot afford a moment's delay. I, Hildebrand, shall have our thief in shackles before the inspector returns. Fear not, friend. The inspector shall be none the wiser. If he had hoped to nab the fiend for himself, he should not have simplified the task for me so. There is one of our suspects standing suspiciously under that canopy over there. Just you wait, friend. I shall rip the mask from your face and reveal you for the rogue that you are. Oh god, he's gonna rip his face off.
Oh boy.
Stop! No! Morgant!
I fell.
Kuro. Go to place.
I was looking the other way. But...
God damn it. Okay, we're speaking to Morgan. Tell me when you're ready.
I'm right.
Stand back, friend. The man we pursue is a criminal mastermind. The merest slip of the tongue could put our case now, nay, our very lives in danger. But have no fear, Miss Ellie. Ready your quill, that you might record my every word as I employ the time-honored art of parley, handed down from the mandible men of ages past, to reveal our foe.
I can think of a few topics that would interest my readers less than your blatherings. Just catch a few so I can have my story, would you? Don't worry, Inspector. I brought my key and journal too. Your adoring fans won't miss a word.
Capital. This is why you are my favorite assistant, Nashu. Now, behold, as I ensnare our prey with a web of words, leading to his inevitable demise.
Is he still there?
Good evening, Master Guguremu. And a fine evening it must be for you, most of all. Allow me to offer my most heartfelt congratulations on your betrothal to the enchanting Miss Abrela. What is this nonsense? Abrela is my daughter. Just who the seven hells are you anyway? Guards! Now, hold your chocobos, Guguremu. I recognize the lad. This is Hildebrand, agent of inquiry and inspector extraordinaire, come to save the lovely lass from the clutches of the phantom thief, Avia. I reckon we owe the man our humble gratitude. Eh, Vanes? The phantom thief? Bladderdash and rot, if you ask me. That said, my betrothed must be quite the beauty indeed, to have such rumors told about her. Perhaps she's worthy of me after all. He exudes an unusual degree of confidence for such an effect. Fashion-challenged youth, most suspicious.
He's a damn sight easier on the eyes than you.
That's me, Vance, ever calm in the face of danger. Truly his father's son. A worthy heir to the Bruguiere Consortium, and a worthy match for my daughter, I must say. Yes, I foresee many years of prosperity of our families, for our families. Or family, I should say. Oh. Which reminds me, Master Vanes, Abrela asked me to convey her gratitude to you for the golden clasp you sent some months ago. It has not left her neck since the day. Oh, that little trinket? 'Twas nothing. Tell your daughter the greatest treasures in the realm will be hers once we are wed.
The time-honored Manderville art of parley. We'd be sleeping if the fishes now had Morgan not spoke up on their behalf. That said, nothing about the interactions between the three struck me as particularly unnatural.
Let us not rush to conclusions, Miss Ellie. A gentleman fancies a more methodical approach. Yes, everything is proceeding accordingly to my master plan. I like how Nushu's just she's just writing away.
She's writing on the top of her book instead of in the book. Just want to point it out. Whoops! I was supposed to be taking this down, wasn't I? Everything is proceeding according to my master plan.
I sought only to earn the trust of the families before confronting Yaltonolto and Leonhardt, who have aroused my suspicion from the start. Come, we have a thief to apprehend.
Oh, hi, Whiskas.
Bye, Whiskas.
You know what Whiskas is, right?
Nah, I don't know.
It's a brand of cat food.
There you go. Cat. Yalta Delta. Not seeing your faces around here. With the East Aldenar Trading Company, are you? What? Why? Yes, yes, good sir. Very much with them. With them. Some might even say we are the East Aldenar Trading Company. Oh, pleasure to meet you. Do tell, is the Lapis Maiden as lovely as they say? Sainana here's no slash herself, but like me, she's getting on in years. No offense intended, my dear. Oh, but where are my manners? Yaltonolto's the Brugrier Consortium, and this is me wife, Sainana. I look forward to many profitable dealings with you, and yours in the moons and years to come. I dare say this wedding and the joining together of our family's businesses couldn't be happening at a better time, what with all manner of fell beasts and beastmen taking aim at our wares. Why, just the other day, a shipment of imported foodstuffs was waylaid by the mandragores.
Mandragoras.
Mandragoras. Nasty buggers, a lot of them. If I were 20 years younger, I'd dice them up myself and make salad out of. You have heard of mandragoras, haven't you? But of course, I once spent a year honing body and mind with the fist of Raug. My fellow monks and I would chant several hundred mantra watsits a day.
And your food stores were occasionally raided by the ruthless band of rogue vegetables known as the Mandragoras, yes? Won't it kill you to read the Mythli and educate yourself from time to time?
Fearsome lot they are. Rumor has it they'll not rest until every fruit or vegetable harvested for consumption has been freed from captivity. Why, they struck at me larder just days ago. Our supplies were decimated. Fear not, milady. I was able to arrange for an emergency shipment to replace the stolen produce. It arrived safely some time ago. Settle down, Sainana. Forgive my wife. She's always saying how meat is bad for a figure. And with that, I'd best go prepare me speech. Carry on, lads. Criminy. None of those three were suspicious in the least. But now we must not give up hope, lest he of many faces have the last laugh. Where there is a will, a gentleman shall find a way. Come, Nashu, we must move quickly, or the Lapis Maiden shall not be the only one to come to harm.
You speak so fast, Inspector. The sign of a quick mind, I'm sure. Where was I? Give up hope. He of many faces will laugh last. The Lapis Maiden shall not be the only one to come to harm. I'm not sure that captures the Inspector's intended meaning. But this is no time for us to be standing around. Inspector Briarden will be back any moment now, and he's not the type to suffer excuses.
Quite so, Miss Ellie. Fortunately, I have a plan. Let us investigate the foodstuffs of which Master Loonheart spoke. Should we find any contradictions to his testimony, we can consider the man a prime suspect. Inspector Briardian will be back before long. Come, Nashu. This is no time to delay. To the warehouse. Huh.
I am dodging. This is not a warehouse.
The warehouse. Wait, what's Nashu doing?
She's picking up monsters or something. Look at this! Now there's water! Now there isn't! Now there's water! Now there isn't! Now there's water! I think she lost it.
Pure, it's magic. Look, the water comes and goes. You can't explain that.
She's out of it. We lost her.
These crates must contain the foodstuffs of which Master Loonheart spoke. At a glance, they do not appear particularly suspicious, but our investigation must not be deterred. Ellie.
Some of those coconuts don't look like coconuts.
Yes, we must inspect the coconuts. They are shining. Look.
Uh-huh. Why are they so big?
Crates of assorted foodstuffs, and a veritable host of luscious-looking coconuts. It appears that our man Loonheart spoke true?
Why are they on... Okay, question. Why are they on the beach where the water can reach them?
Yeah, you gads! Are those explosives? I spy concealed amongst these coconuts? Perhaps I spoke in haste. It would appear that we have found our phantom thief after all.
Yes, they're very concealed. Oh, those are mine, Inspector. I was looking for a place to set them down, you see, and those coconuts were looking awfully lonely.
Nashu! Far be it from me to cast doubt on your choice of hobbies, but what in the name of the 12 would possess you to bring your creations to an investigation?
Well, they were so helpful in jogging your memory that one time, and I just thought, does that mean you won't be needing this piece of driftwood either?
Your enthusiasm is always admirable, Nashu, but in this event, I fear it's somewhat misdirected. Now, set the driftwood down, over there, and concentrate on taking your notes, like the astute assistant you are. I say, we are most fortunate that confounding Inspector Briardian is otherwise occupied at the moment. Were he to chance upon this scene, he would veritably explode in rage. Now, let us dispose of these things before an errant ember sends us all into a fiery demise.
Confounding Inspector Briarden, explode. Afraid they might... Got it! Are you sure about that? Uh-oh. Don't look now, but someone has returned at the absolute worst possible time. You two are supposed to be keeping an eye on the suspects and staying out of trouble, yes? The inspector will have a fit if he sees you here.
But, Miss Ellie, should Inspector Briardian come upon these explosives, the consequences will be even more dire.
Mielikka and I will see that the inspector keeps a wide berth of this beach. You two just get out of here, and be quick about it.
Quick thinking, Miss Ellie. Come, Nashu. We shall return for your creations once Inspector Briardian has been led to safety from the scene. Investigation calls us, and we must heed its cry.
Why are we helping them? Oh boy.
Oh boy.
You just casually walk up to him.
Inspector Briardian would share with you his latest findings. So, Hildebrand has managed thus far to not destroy anything. consider me something almost resembling impressed.
Haha, indeed. But enough about Hildebrand. Mielikka and I have been waiting to hear your latest theories. We should go somewhere quiet and...
An excellent idea, Miss Ellie. Ah, yes. That spot just over there by the crates should suffice.
There, of all places? But surely we could find somewhere more scenic.
I'm not here on vacation. I am here to solve a case. Besides, we cannot afford to have our conversation overheard. That junk-littered beach should afford us some welcome privacy.
Yes, Inspector. Privacy indeed. Bloody has. Don't worry, Mielikka. I've figured out some way to lead him clear of the bombs. Nothing makes sense.
I hope this comes into play later and somehow the bombs save the day.
Huh. Okay, never mind, you already spoke to him.
There's the driftwood. She dropped it. There are the bombs.
Is it just me, or is there a bit of a chill in the air? Perhaps we should go someplace warm.
I, for one, welcome a respite from the sweltering heat. Besides, this will not take long.
If you insist, Inspector.
God.
How did he not hear that? How?
Through the questioning of a brass blade attacked by our quarry, I have identified the 3 individuals, most likely to be our thief in disguise. Also, good evening, Oreo. Good evening.
How are you?
To wit, Morgant, Yaltonolto, and Loonheart. The 3 of us shall split up, with each of us keeping watch over. Hello? Are you 2 listening?
Of course we are. Beg pardon, Inspector.
You look unwell, Miss Ellie. Perhaps you were right. I too feel a chill in the wind, blowing in. Mayhap we should continue our conversation elsewhere. Ah, but there's no need. Wait here and I shall build us a fire. Oh god!
He's gonna use the bomb.
He's gonna use the driftwood to make fire.
And then he's gonna use the bomb. No, he's gonna fight. He's gonna light up the bomb.
Methinks the inspector has taken leave of his senses. The chance of locating suitable kindling on these barren shores is infinitely small. It's impossible. How could he build a fire there? It's not like we left wood on the shore. Here we are. This piece of driftwood would serve perfectly. And as fortune would have it, I just happen to have a flintstone in my person. On my person. Oh god! It's okay. There is no cause for alarm. 'Tis not blood that courses through the inspector's veins, but ice. I could not fathom a series of events that would lead to such a calm and composed individual to lose his firm grip on that fiery torch.
Remarkable insight, Inspector. I must record these words for posterity. Wait, it's flying!
Oh no! What have we here? Oh god. Everything is proceeding according to my master
Oh god.
plan. Could this be another challenge from the fiend?
That 360 shot. Surely you jest, Inspector. Looks nothing like his usual card, see? Doubtless it's just the idle ravings of some madman.
Perhaps so. But we must exercise due caution. Ah, there are 2 more pages. God, she's gonna sneeze. Give up hope. He of many faces will laugh last. It is not the Lapis Maiden alone that shall come to harm. It is more direct than his previous challenges. But there can be no doubt as to the sender. But what is this talk of another victim? The final page holds the answer, no doubt.
I like how he didn't recognize that the writing is different, or maybe Nashu wrote it. One of the two. The final page. Uh-oh.
Confounding Inspector Briardian will meet a fiery demise.
Uh-oh.
Ah! Ah! Oh no! She's gonna sneeze!
Look, at least they have the nerve to like catch it.
Ah!
It's a good one.
Go!
It's just gonna fall.
Catch it!
It's not gonna catch it, it's just gonna fall.
No. The sneeze! The sneeze!
Wait for it. The guy is knocked unconscious, so he will not know.
No!
Yes.
No, his warehouse, his foodstuffs.
Hey, one is saved. The coconuts are fine. Yeah, the guy was unconscious, so he will really think it's whatever.
Well, he's gonna think he's dead. Gonna have a heartfelt scene. You saw through the fiend's ruse. But how?
Let's just call it your process intuition. Are you hurt?
A ringing in my ears, but otherwise no worse for the wear. You have my gratitude.
Oh.
Oh my. Hildebrand Mandeville. Were you able to learn the aughts of the fiend who made the ignoble attempt on my life? I exhausted every effort, Inspector. Yet I fear our quarry proves ever elusive. Excellent. Might have died of shock if you had. By any rate, our foe has revealed himself as no mere thief, but a madman who will resort to cold-blooded murder. We must redouble our vigilance, lest the others come to harm.
I like that line. Excellent. I have died of shock if you had.
Vigilance, yes. Yes, vigilance is the order of the day. What in the name of the Foul's teeth? Those vegetables cost a fortune. And they're ruined. Ruined. Agents of inquiry. More like agents of injury and incompetence. You are to replace the supplies that you destroyed before the banquet begins, or I will see that the entire lot of you rot in jail.
Time to talk to Nashu. What did she find this time?
God.
Is that a fish? I'm getting hungry.
We just spent like 20 minutes doing nothing.
Yeah, sounds like a Vanderbilt quest.
The quest was literally nothing. It was us. We knew about the bomb, and they knew about the bomb, and he didn't know about the bomb, and just everything was just fell apart.
And now he will just leave forever, believing that they want him to be killed.
We don't know that. We
Poor
don't.
guy.
I imagine later on he's gonna find out the truth, and they're gonna have another fight.
Yeah, but that's later on.
Yeah.
What does Ellie have to
But
say?
welcome Oreo, if you're still here to the late night Final Fantasy stream where we investigate coconut bombs.
Welcome to the madness. Enjoy your stay. Oh, that's how he survived an explosion at point-blank range, but something tells me that's one more mystery better left unsolved. It's the oil.
Okay, Hildebrand. Thanks to our quick thinking, the bombs are no more, and the inspector is none the wiser. It is a shame to see good food go to waste though. Those coconuts looked positively luscious.
He's saying that right next to him.
Clearly, our thief has decided that my prodigious intellect presents the greatest threat to his schemes. Perhaps he is more clever. A more clever man than I thought. Oh boy. Bun. Huh. Loneheart. What was that terrible explosion coming from the beach? Is everyone okay? Fear not. The fiend's artless attempt on my life has been thwarted. Sadly, your food supply did not escape unscathed. Master Guguremu bids that the damaged ingredients be replaced with all speed. Okay. Good gods. This is no thief. This is a madman. As for replacing the ingredients, I fear that will prove a difficult task. Those crates contained imported vegetables of considerable rarity, you see. Vegetables that are in particularly short supply these days. What with the mandragoras at large. Even if I were to place the order immediately, it would likely take days to arrive. The mandragoras. I have heard of that fell band. Tell me, what manner of vegetables did they steal? The rarest was an import from the Far East. I do not recall the name, but it is very closely resembled to the Erosian dragon pepper, save for its color, which was a deep purple. Methinks you don't need worry too much, Master Loonheart. Our course of action is clear. We need only storm into the den of these overgrown weeds and steal your precious purple dragon peppers back. I would advise against that, Inspector. These are no ordinary mandragoras, but rather a bloodthirsty band of killers, given succulent flesh. Even the brass blades of the Gabetta proved unable to resist them. Oh, a formidable foe indeed. Were only there a brave soul in our midst with a wont for taking on fearsome enemies, with not a shred of concern for his own well-being. Your eyes, friend, they speak to me. They say, yes, I shall vanquish these rogue vegetables and deliver the Porlooned goods back to their rightful owner. You are truly a godsend, adventurer. One Sudimal of the Yellow Jackets has been charged with defending the roads from the Mandragoras. If anyone would have knowledge of their current whereabouts, it would be him. Without those ingredients, Master Guremu is like to cook me instead. Please, friend, you are my only hope. A gentleman would never let his comrade face danger alone. Let us away to Limsa together.
Oh, you're Duck Fellow.
Oh no.
You were riding it to Duck's spell. Look fun. Nice. That was a good ride.
To Limsa. There we go. We have to go to the main square. We'll see what updates have happened in Nimsa. Oh my. She's still dead.
Yep.
I like there are more people dancing here.
Yeah. I mean, they're changing. The two in the middle are dancing the whole time, but the others are changing.
Oh.
Look at this little guy. Oh. Interesting.
Have someone cleaning?
Just she cut me. Hey, that's a nice one.
Yeah. Don't you remember when we saw the two girls fighting?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're just like spamming this at each other. And then they hugged.
It's a nice outfit. I like it.
Very nice outfit. Good. Okay. Huh. We have to speak to the Yellow Jackets. If you come from Mandragoras, I fear you're half a bell too late. As were we, blast it all. To ear, the poor merchant tell it. No sooner had he opened his cargo, hold to check on a shipment of vegetables, than did an onion turn on him, screeching bloody murder. Are they actual vegetables that we're fighting? What?
Yeah.
Okay. Fled his own vessel in sheer terror. Terror he did. By the time he came to his senses, it had set sail without him. The merchant left for Aleport, hoping to recoup his losses. If you were mind to go after the culprits, you might lend an ear to his sad tale. Ah, the thrill of the chase, not invigorating, friend. The ferry docked by Fisherman's Bottom will carry us to Aleport. Let us swiftly be on our way.
Could also just teleport.
To Aleport. Oh, it's a chocobo, man. Okay. Let's head over to Aleport. Meanwhile, happy birthday, Sax Street.
Oh, pretty good.
It's his birthday. Huh. Okay. We can speak to this guy, and then we'll probably call it, because I need to go to bed. It's quite late.
So small.
He's tiny. Ugh. Don't sneak up on me like that. I thought you were a feral turnip. A murderous eggplant or something like that. Think I jest, do you? You'd be singing a different tune if a shot of tomato juice almost took out your eye. As it did mine. My eye. By the time I'd regained my wits, they'd already set sail with me ship. And me livelihood. I'm ruined. Ruined. If I never see another bleeding onion till the end of me days, it'd be too soon. They stole his ship?
The onions took over the ship.
Oh my god, look at the image. The tiny trader would ask you to save the realm from a vegetable scourge.
Oh god.
To hear most say it, the Mandragoras are a nasty lot. A right pain in the arse to farmers and provisioners the realm over. But let me tell you, friend, that ain't the least of it. Freeing their fellow fronds from our larders and tables is but the beginning. The bulbous blackguards have a far grander scheme. Revolution.
Oh god.
Madness, you say? Take a ferry to the Isles of Umbra and see with your own eyes. A veritable vegetable kingdom where eggplants and turnips rule with an iron fist. This muscle-bound fellow with the dim expression? I could swear I've seen his face somewhere before. Bugger me. If it ain't the undead overlord that fancies himself a gentleman inspector. Which would make you... could it be? The adventurer that bested the thieving duelist in single combat? It wasn't... Well, there were 8 of us, but okay.
I mean, we did it.
Yes, we are. Well, bugger me. And call me inspector. Tell me, is it true the duelist traveled with a demon bird whose crow could split the heavens? I mean, it was green.
Exactly. And it was not a crow.
But that's... It was a chicken. But that's neither here nor there. Look, I don't know about you, but I ain't so keen on the notion of calling a bloody tomato your grace. And that's exactly the fate we're in for if we don't nip this revolution in the bud. And I mean that literally. As we speak, the Mandragoras are planting themselves a whole army of their own kind on the Isles of Umbra. You'd be doing the whole realm a favor if you could go there and uproot them. before the harvest comes. Dungeon? Many a case I have sold in my day, but I have not matched wits with sentient plant life before. This should prove quite exhilarating. To the Isles of Umbra. Quack.
Crack. I'm just staring. At-
Let's return to Gudania.
Do you want to hand in that letter or not?
Nope. That's a whole thing. I'm gonna go to bed. We can do that next time.
Okay.
Huh. 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 Oh. Okay. Well, thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciated Vivid for the raid earlier. I don't know if he's still around, but really do appreciate it. Thank you Oreo for dropping by, Maximo as well, Soundo, his first Final Fantasy stream. Hope you enjoyed it. But yeah, we're done for today. It's already 2 a.m. and I'm incredibly tired. But maybe we'll return tomorrow for some more Final Fantasy. We still have a lot to do. Plenty of story. Plenty. Anything you want to add, Kuro?
What an entrance to Final Fantasy for Sando.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.